always made sure that they would check the medical conditions, because you don't want to step on an area you shouldn't step on. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
So in other words, you're doing it the right way.
Perfecto.
Okay.
It was absolutely perfect.
Okay, so let's just take a logical approach. Okay. Place what you're doing here, obviously, but the first thing you would say, someone was going to ask you, and they were living in Podunk, Iowa. Don't get mad, Podunk.
Nice city.
It's a nice place. But I just don't have anybody nearby.
Yeah.
But if you would say give them some tips that maybe they could try. Obviously, it's difficult to do it on your own. But the first thing you have to say to them, the first thing you have to do is acknowledge the fact that you have a problem. Is that true?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So you go check with your doctor and you find out that you really are at a certain weight that is not the right weight. And he should guide you, not to make you super thin, that could be bad too, to a level that maybe fits this thing called BMI, whatever the figure is that makes the most sense. But maybe that's not the first target. The first target, say, maybe you have to lose 30 pounds. Let's make our first target 5 to 10. Is that the first approach? To prove to you can do it. That's a reasonable thing.
Am I allowed to disagree with you?
Well, the point is, you can agree or disagree, but sometimes success is in steps.
I have to disagree with you on something.
Okay, you're entitled to.
Most people fail on their diets because when they're 20 pounds overweight, they think 5 or 8 is enough. Then they're 30 pounds overweight, and then they think they're anorexic when they lose 20. Then that same person is 40 pounds overweight, and 25 sounds like a lot. Then they're 60 pounds overweight, and then they want to say 40 is enough.
All right, so you have said,
I tell
you
people,
said
wait a
the
minute.
rule.
I tell people, you are 50 pounds overweight.
And that's what we're going to shoot
I
for.
realize you
Little
can't
bit at a time.
see it. I realize you can't hear it. I realize if I talk till I'm blue in the face, you don't understand it, and it's perfectly okay. If you want to think 5, 10 pounds at a time, it's fine. But you're 50 pounds overweight.
Can't change
Do
it.
you remember when you were 40? You remember when you were 30? You remember when you were 20?
That was a previous century. It's too long.
No, it's because you never accepted how overweight you were. If you want to think of it, Gloria, let me just lose 10 pounds at a time. That's fine. But you are 50 pounds overweight, and that's where you have to be to maintain your weight within 5 pounds.
Okay, how do you determine what you think the right way is? How do you go about that?
Well, we look at medical. I
Right.
mean, if someone has a terrible medical background, they suffer from depression, or they have cancer, like I have had, if a doctor has recommended that patient and has suggested...
You sort of work within the
within the realm of reality of any medical, any emotional problem.
Basically, it depends on a person's age, their medical condition at the time. We may allow for them to get to a goal weight that might even be 10 pounds over what they should be.
But something that's
But we use
reasonable.
a combination of their height, their weight, and the body mass index chart. We do use it as a guide.
The
no
BMI.
question. The BMI. For children, when we're talking about children, we try to use the percentile charts. I try to chart them as to, are they on target for at least their height first? Because
Let's take an example. Say someone is 5'2" tall, women, small frame.
Yeah.
What would you
small
say?
framed.
Small frame.
5'2", probably about well, again, it depends. I don't know, maybe 118, 120, somewhere in there,
Would be-
125. The most.
That's realistic.
Look, I'm 5'5.5". I'm 52. I'm in menopause. I maintain a weight of 136, 137 pounds. I used to be
Are
193.
we doing an ad for Facebook?
No,
Okay.
I'm just telling you.
You know, I'm
I'm telling you.
74,
So-
5'4", and I maintain 128,
We
130,
are
132.
conservative. I'm much more so than my mother. We're conservative in the approach, but I don't take no for an answer. I don't let somebody tell me what they want.
You make realistic goals.
Right, very.
Okay, fine. We're at that
Very.
point. We have
Very.
accepted.
Very.
And we make sure the doctor involved. There is some conditions. So we make a reasonable, not unattainable
No,
goal.
Absolutely.
No, and I wanted. Okay.